Hi again. Here I am in the Daintree National Park in northern Queensland, and it's early morning, and it's a beautiful time of day to be out and about in nature and bird watching with my camera. And I was having thoughts this morning about guides and spirit in general. How does spirit communicate with us, and what is it trying to say to us? And so I thought, well, to explain spirit, you'd have to understand yourself. And to understand yourself, you need to know that you are so much more than what you think. You are this amazing, multi-dimensional being that has access to so much more than we think in our everyday existence. Because what happens when you come into this earth, imagine you're a rainbow and there's a kind of a veil, is what we call it, a veil around the planet itself, or you could say around us. But as you pass through it, only one particular spectrum will come through. So for example, if you are a rainbow, then only the color red, for example, can come through. And so you are connected to all the rainbow, but you don't actually experience all the rainbow. You can't consciously know all the rainbow, because that's not the point of being here. The point of being here is to be the color red and to experience the color red. So you do all the magnificent things as the color red to grow, to learn, to be the color red. And what you don't realize is just above the veil is all the other part of you. So when we come here, we think we're alone and we think we're separated. But really, there is a separation of sorts, the veil, but really we are connected and we have access to all of the other parts of ourselves, because you exist in all multi-dimensions, all time, all space. So you have access to those other parts of you at any time. And that's what we call our guides, our higher soul aspects, or our soul, and all the other helpers and teachers and everything that helps us along. So how do we connect and how do we communicate with them, and how did they try to communicate with us? Well, the most important question is, how do they communicate with us? Because at the beginning, all we know is in this reality, and we don't know much, and we're just saying, please help me, or we pray, or we ask, or we request. But think about it from the other point of view, like the other side looking at us, because we are seeing clearly from that perspective. We don't see clearly, but we are seen clearly. How to communicate to this person in this physical body and this earth reality is very, very difficult. It would be very, very challenging if you imagine being that, because we don't listen very much. We speak and we ask and we pray, but we don't listen. And remember that we have free will, completely we have free will. So nobody can force things upon us or change us or do things for us without our compliance with it. So how to communicate? Well, spirit communicates to us in any way that we listen. In any way that we listen. So we are always being watched and always being observed, and if we pick up a feather and say, oh, my angels are with me, we'll get another feather. And if we look for the colors of the feathers or the birds of the feathers, and then we look onto the internet and say, oh, what does that bird feather mean, or what does that bird spirit totem mean, then we will be given that information more and more. Because can you imagine being on the other side going, oh, she's listening to that one, let's do more of that. So that you build up a kind of a language or a communication system. Other people will pick up on the systems that are already there, like astrology or numerology, And then your spirit or your guides, however you wish to see it, will start communicating more clearly to you in that way, or they'll guide you towards the information that will help you to build up a communication system. So you can choose anything. The tarot, if you want to learn the tarot, you can choose a rock. Pick up a rock and say, this is my special rock, and the colors mean something to me, or the shape means something to me. It doesn't matter what it is that you choose to receive information from Spirit, because Spirit will know what you listen to and will guide you that way. You'll see signs, you'll be more aware of synchronicities and things that are just happening to get your attention, to give you messages, and to be with you. Now that brings us to, what are they trying to say? And initially it's just, we are here. We are supporting you. There's still cars in the Daintree rainforest. And letting you know when you're going through particularly difficult times that they are with you and supporting you and helping you and loving you, and you have access to unconditional love at all times, and you are helped and loved. But beyond that, they might be trying to communicate warnings, assistance, or helping you on your path, because they know what it is that you want, what it is that your soul wants, what it is that your spirit wants, because they are that. So they want to help you along and help you to grow and learn and be whatever it is that you want to be, and be as much love as you can be, as much peace as you can be. So those are the messages that are going to come through. They can be very specific, or they can be very general. It depends on where you are, what you need, how you like to receive messages. Remember that it's a two-way street, so you'll get what you want and you'll get what you need. So that's Spirit, and that's guidance, and how guidance can communicate with you. So it's a good idea to, choose a communication system that you like and start building on it, because that will be the way that you can, like a pendulum, whatever it is, that will be the way that you can communicate and get your answers that you want so desperately, and the reassurance that you are supported and helped along the way. Namaste.